In this tutorial, we will see the preliminary checklist for payroll. Basically, these steps you should perform before starting every month's payroll. Once you log into the application as an administrator, the first thing you should check for that month payroll is whether you have added all the new employees that have joined your company in the current month for which you are processing the payroll. If you have not added, you can click on Add New and start adding the employee. For more details on how to add an employee, please refer the employee creation process videos. You can then, once added, have to check all the other employees who have been added in the system. You have to check their data related to payroll. If you want to check, for example, for John Abraham, let's click on Edit icon. And under that, you can see various tabs. Under that, you should make sure that the date of joining has been updated in the system. If the date of joining is not updated, system will not process payroll for this employee. In case you have not updated till now, before processing the payroll, click on Edit, update the dates, and then click Update. For the demonstration purpose, I am not updating because it's already updated, so I'll cancel. Apart from this, for the payroll related things, you should also check if you have updated the job details tab of the employee. Under the job details tab, you should make sure that the cost center is updated because the employee's salary related and other expenses goes into that particular cost centers in the finance. So this is an important step. In case if you have not updated, you can add new, or otherwise you can directly click Edit and change the cost center also. When will you change the cost center? That is basically when you have an employee's status change. If you want to change or transfer the employee from one department to another, you can change the cost center and mark the effective date accordingly. You should also check the payroll module. Under the payroll tab, you should make sure that all the fixed allowances of the employee has been updated and effective month onwards. So in case if there are any changes, once you have cross-checked if there are any changes, you can click on Edit to change it. And you should also update the employee's leave entitlement for the whole year. These are all entitled leave. Consumed unpaid leave will automatically appear here in future when the employee applies for any unpaid leaves. So the casual leave, for example, annual leave are the yearly entitlement. These leave types will completely differ in your organization depending upon the policies of your country or your organization. So to know more about how to add more leave types, please refer the initial setup process videos in the same onboarding process videos. You can then, once you have cross-checked this, you can go back to the dashboard and repeat the process for all newly added employees in case you want to check their data. If you have already checked it and if it is clear, your new employee data is perfect and you can further proceed to next checklist step to process the payroll. The next payroll checklist is to update employees' bank related information. Let it be a new employee or an old employee who was paid through cash. If you need to update their bank information to pay the salary through bank, you need to navigate to Payroll module and under that select Employee Payroll Setup. Under the Payroll Setup, you can select the employee through the drop down and then you need to mention whether you're going to pay the employee by bank or by cash. If you select the field by bank, system will give you further fields to enter the bank information. Otherwise, if you're paying by cash, just select the cash statement and system will allow you to pay in cash. In case if you have already entered employee's bank information, system will prompt and tell you this employee's bank details are already updated. This you should repeat for not only new employees but also the old employees who was maybe previous month under cash and this month they are changing towards bank payment. The next checklist item for processing payroll is you need to confirm the status changes of an employee. For example, if there are any status changes, department transfer for the existing employees, navigate to their profile by clicking on Edit and then select their job details if it's a departmental transfer. Let's say if an employee has moved from one department to another, scroll to the right and click on Edit icon. Select the new department and select the effective date and select the change reason and click on Update. You can repeat this step for the payroll as well. If there is a salary change for the employee this month where there is a promotion, you can click on Edit Record under the Payroll tab. You can update the salary information and you can select the effective date and click on Update. So all the status changes and salary changes, departmental changes should be updated in the status change before you process current month payroll. This will help you to not to reprocess and recheck after the payroll process. The next checklist item for processing payroll is to check if you have approved, rejected, or completed all the leave requests that has been awaiting for your approval in the current month. You can navigate under the dashboard, you can navigate to the bottom and you can see employee leave request where you can start approving or disapproving the leave. In case you want to sort the details, just click on the header and it will sort. So you have to make sure any request related to the current month is either approved, cancelled. It should not be under pending state. For example, if you want to approve it, just click on this edit icon. Go to the request, select it, approve or reject and submit it. So this will help you in completing your pending approvals for the current month. The next item for the checklist before processing any payroll is to approve or disapprove the claim management that has been requested by the employees. For that, navigate to the payroll module, click on claim management. Under the claim management, make sure that nothing related to current month is pending. For example, if this is a pending request, click on that edit, update your information on the form, and then approve it or reject it. So anything pending will not be considered for the payroll. So you need to make sure that you have updated all the pending claims request. The next checklist item is updating all the unpaid unauthorized leaves that employee has applied outside the approval system of HR Blue Sky. For example, if an employee has taken a leave without any authorization and it has to be an unpaid leave, navigate to the payroll module, click on employees payroll list, select the month for which you're processing the payroll. For example, if you're processing the payroll for July, you should select the month August because system will then consider July month's payroll. Click on view. Under that, select the employee to whom you want to add unpaid, unauthorized unpaid leave days. Click on edit. Under this, you will find two columns, authorized unpaid leaves. This is authorized, means the employee has applied through the leave portal and you have approved it, but it's still an unpaid leave. That will automatically appear here. You need not do anything on this. For unauthorized unpaid leave, where employee has not applied from the system but has taken a leave unexpectedly, which is considered to be unpaid leave, unauthorized, you need to update the number of days in that particular field, which is unauthorized unpaid loss of pay for this month, and then click on save. So this will help you updating all the unpaid leaves of that employee. If you see, this is the month for the processing, but while selecting this sheet, we selected the month August because once you have all the 30 days of July or 31 days of July data, only then the system will allow you to process the payroll for July. But when you log into the system, it will be August month because after 31st you will get the August month. That's why we are selecting August month to process the payroll of July. The next checklist item before processing the payroll is to make sure that all the variable earnings and variable deductions of the employee has been updated for the processing month. If you want to update any variable earnings or deductions before processing the payroll, navigate to the payroll module. Click on Employee Payroll List. Under the Employee Payroll List, select the month for which you are processing the payroll. If you're processing the payroll for July month, you should select August month because the system collects the data until July 31st and you should be able to process the payroll on the 1st of August. In that case, for processing July month, select August month and then click on View. So this will list all the employees for whom July payroll has to be processed. Under that, navigate to the employee for whom you want to update the variable earnings and variable deductions and click on Edit icon. On the screen, you will see deductions and variable headings. So you can update the variable headings, relevant headings. For example, I want to pay a bonus to this employee in the current month and I want to deduct 100 AED for this employee because of the disciplinary action. Now, the fields which you see here are completely customizable and for demonstration purpose I have used only limited. You can create all fields relevant to your organization by using the initial setup process. Refer the initial setup process to make these custom fields. Once you have updated all this information, and if you have missed any information such as claim amount or something, you can update that in the variable earning part itself. Claim amount will automatically reflect once it is approved in the employee's service request. So once all this is updated, click on the Save icon. The last step before processing payroll is you to check the company's bank account details. If you have already updated, you need not check any of these steps, including all the previous steps which we have discussed. But if you have not checked, just give it a check by going to Payroll module and clicking on Company Payroll Setup. Here you should make sure that your company bank account details, routing code, ML ID, and other related information are updated properly. Once updated, click on the Save icon.